It's Margaret Bennett. Beginning time.
Thank you, Donald, and thank you, Jürgen, Birgit, and all of you. It was a huge shock to all of us, and I'm not going to dwell on that. Maybe we needed a week to just be able to speak about it, but we certainly needed to get together. And in Scotland, we have this thing we all call the folk family, our folk family. It's not the people we were raised with, but it's just the folk. Look around you. And if in one day you can send out a little note and say, can we gather? And you get this. Think of the crowd if we'd had 2 days or a week. We have to hire the Usher Hall. But this is just one little reflection of the esteem, the affection, the love that we had for Paddy. I doubt if there's anybody in the Scottish folk scene today who is better loved and held with such affection. He was just everybody's brother, friend, and faces would light up. And the last time many of us were together in this room, standing on this very spot, was Paddy. My role is usually, occasionally, I'd say, Paddy, tell me how long I have to be. Paddy, who's next? Paddy, and so on it went. But tonight, I just want to say, there is no plan. It's a family gathering. And I think that that's what people feel about this reason for getting together as well as everything else. There's a lot of people who couldn't come, and some sent messages. I'm going to read one from the north of Scotland and one from the other side of the Atlantic. I'll start on the other side of the Atlantic. This is from Nancy Gross, who's the folklorist archivist at the Library of Congress in Washington. And she writes, this is Nancy Gross on behalf of herself and of all the colleagues at the American Folklife Center at the Library of Congress in Washington. We send our regards, our regrets at the sad and untimely passing of Paddy Bort. His contributions to the study of Scottish culture and traditional culture in general were known and celebrated far beyond the borders of Scotland, and his contributions will continue to be admired and honoured in the years to come. Not everybody gets a mention. Certainly, we'll all remember them indeed. Perhaps I should come back. This one is a poem from George Gunn, who's in Caithness, and I have to tell you, I didn't rehearse it, and nobody really could read it like George, but he was on the phone not just once, but half a dozen times a day to all of us and saying, tell me, it can't be true, etc. And he went for a long walk and came back with this gun at head. That's a windswept part, by the way. I would blow off the edge of it if I were to try it. Paddy, I look long at the world now, and I have to tell you reluctantly that there is no such thing as things as they are. I am trying to put one foot forward into this natural distortion, and like Ravel, I can say honestly, I can be artificial by nature. That is no help to me in the Pictish north without you in the world. It's sunny today, Paddy, but I miss your shadow on Forest Road. The jaws of the wolf month are closing. Crocuses colour the Caithness verges. Snowdrops weep milk into the earth. Skein after skein of wild geese fly from Loch Calder to the open sea, across ploughed fields and frozen fields to the wild Atlantic west of Orkney. They seek Vord in Iceland. The sun, believe it or not, Paddy, has poured down here all day, yellow across the north like whiskey, but Morven seems further somehow. Ben Lewell, Ben Vore, whiter. They sit on my shoulders now as I cross Dunnet Beach to get home, to think of you. The combers arch their surf music. The oyster catchers peep like referees. Dunnet Head shimmers orange in the low sunlight. Everything is beautiful, Paddy. Even a quarter bottle of bells I got in a Thursday co-op to salute your majestic beard, your easy kindness, your democratic energy. Sweet it tastes among the ancient dead at Dunnet Kirkyard, where I salute you, taking a sacrilegious swig, trying with my own people all around me to bless you somehow in good company, my big, daft, brilliant German, more Scottish more often than I was myself. I raise my hand into the February afternoon and share with you, Paddy Bort, the thick, sweet, blue salt wine of life. Who better to invite up than the Caithness kinswoman herself, Nancy Nicholson.
To Paddy's family, thank you for letting us share this with you. Sometimes we were so greedy about Paddy, we forgot that he had another life in another land. And I've been honoured to work with him since I was a youngster of 55 when I first met him. And he has brought so many people, young people, to the fore and brought them out of themselves. He also gives old ones a kick when we need it and gets us to do things. And I speak of Paddy in the present tense because Paddy is here. The work that he's done, and he did it in such a way that people around him could see what he was doing. I want to see the festival folk at the Oak carry on, which was Paddy's invention along with the redoubtable Sandra Adams at the Royal Oak. 31 nights of fabulous work. And the Wee Folk Club at the Royal Oak is a lovely Sunday night event. See, if a quarter of you came along on a Sunday night, I think we want to keep that going. So watch the social media, watch all the things about it. There was maybe one side of Paddy that you didn't know. Paddy was a songwriter. He used to encourage me to write songs, and sometimes they were very cheeky songs, non-proper songs. And one, it has a serious purpose. It's an anti-war song, ladies and gentlemen, but it's got some non-PC elements in it. I've hardly any voice left, so you're going to sing for me. Paddy was a great proponent of peace and love amongst people. He was at home, anywhere he laid his head. But he liked me to sing a song called Cuddle. You see, nuclear arms will not keep this world safe. Even conventional arms, guns and tanks, is not going to keep us safe. The only arms that will keep us safe, my darlings, grow out of your shoulders, and you got them for cuddling with. So it's cuddle, cuddle, cuddle against the war. Use your arms for cuddling, that's what arms are for. Escalation could be bliss. Start off with a cuddle, end up with a kiss. Now, I've got about 17 verses for different countries, and one day Paddy said, Nancy, I have a verse for Germany. And it's the best verse, it's the one that gets the most laughs. So I'll just do a couple, and Paddy's verse, which is Cuddle a German. And I do need your support, because you hear the voice disappear. Cuddle a Russian, peasant or czar, and he may show you his samovar. They say the Russians ain't certain yet. I've never had that answer yet. Cuddle, cuddle, cuddle against the war. Use your arms for cuddling, that's what arms are for. Escalation could be bliss. Start off with the cuddle, end up with the kiss. Cuddle the Frenchman from Quai Paris. Go and sit upon his knee. Run your fingers through his hair and leave the rest to laissez-faire. Cuddle, cuddle, cuddle against the war. Use your arms for cuddling, that's what arms are for. Escalation could be bliss. Start off with the cuddle, end up with the kiss. Cuddle a Scotsman, his Clydeside belt. Ask what's worn beneath the kilt. There's nothing worn north of the border. My dear, it's all in working order. Cuddle, cuddle, cuddle against the war. Use your arms for cuddling, that's what arms are for. Escalation could be bliss. Start off with the cuddle, end up with the kiss. Cuddle a German, don't mention the war. Go for a drive in his German car. When on the Autobahn you click, they call it Vorsprung durch Cuddle against the war. Use your arms for cuddling, that's what arms are for. Escalation could be bliss. Start off with the cuddle, end up with the kiss.
This was a time when we'd go out to fight. We'd be led by a king or a duke or a knight. But today we are led by a new kind of men who stay home in the White House or warm number 10. So beware of the bush, take care with the Blair. These jokers who'll send you to goodness knows where. To die in a desert they really don't care, as long as they're safe with their money. Now I have a son, he's the pride of my eye, but I didn't raise him to swan off and die. For duty apart, it is still at his grace to think he might die to save some joker's face. So beware of the bush, take care with the Blair. These jokers who'll send you to goodness knows where. To die in a desert they really don't care, as long as they're safe with their money. But still they line up in the khaki and grey to board the big bird that will bear them away. And as they fly off, and we pray they'll come back, remember the joker that lurks in each pack. And beware of the bush, take care with the Blair. These jokers who'll send you to goodness knows where. To die in a desert, well, why should they care, as long as they're safe with their money? Yes, jokers stay home with their money. My thanks.
Steve Byrne has worked with Paddy. Well, like it works the word. I don't think it is actually. Enjoyed the company of. And
Thanks very much. On occasions like this, I find it's often easier to sing a song that you're comfortable with in your own skin, and I'm going to sing probably a song that I'm known for singing, and I know that Paddy liked very much indeed. Ich wollte nur sagen, mein herzliches Beileid. Ich habe Paddy zum ersten Mal vor 20 Jahren kennengelernt und er war eine große Hilfe für mich. So, vielen Dank. Just saying, I met Paddy for the first time about 20 years ago, and as you might tell, I speak German. My wife is German, I've spent a lot of time over there as well, so had an interesting connection, not just being in Edinburgh, pal of Paddy's, but over in Louth and plenty times as well. So this is about my region of Scotland. So you know, Paddy was quite a man for the regions all over Europe and elsewhere. So. Tell me if it was on your road in Northland wind, as you've come blowing frae the land that's never frae my mind. my feet they travel England, but I'm dealing for the north. My man is on the summer tides, run up the further fall. And when the campam we lanyog, and finally fall and rise, and fain not feel the creeping mast on yonder shore that lies. Fitsaw ye as ye pass them by, fitsaw ye on the way. Mama rocked the roving gulls that sail up in the Tay. And saw ye neath an lean wind afore ye come to Fife, for there's muckle lying yonder tay that's mair to me nor life. My manna swept the Angus braes ye hanna trod for years. Oh, when forgie a hameless loon that canna see for tears. And far above the Angus straths I saw the wild geese flee, and lang skein no beaten wings that heeds towards the sea. And I their crying voices trail, I hent them on the air. Oh, and it must say had you wished for a darna listen there. And verse again if you know it. And far above the Angus straths I saw the wild geese flee, and lang skein no beaten wings that heeds towards the sea. And I their crying voices trail, I hent them on the air. Oh, when they must say had ya wished for a darna listen.
The build-up, but the suspense is killing me. Music here. Pamela McConnell.
I'll just play a few tunes, okay? Well, maybe only one tune. Depends how you feel. This is a version done of the maid behind the bar, you know. So I'll play it a normal way first and then deviate, okay?
all year, I've known Paddy for about 20 years, and like many people, I thought he was Irish. and in fact, it wasn't until I read Jim Gilchrist's piece of The Scotsman that I found out he was German. But there we go. So, as most people know, like, as everybody here, he was a very dear friend of mine, and this is probably the non-academic part of the night. And I noticed George Gunn's poem earlier, and he has stole some of my best lines. So I'm left with the rest, and I just hope I get them in the right order. But basically, I knew Paddy, after I knew him for a while, was very academic, but I probably wasn't mixed up in that part of his life, because he was just always a pal to me. I've heard him lecture on politics and art and other subjects I couldn't impart, and talk of things I didn't quite see, but hey, he was just a pal to me. I'll miss the phone calls, I'll miss the texts, I'll miss the emails and all the rest, receiving instructions where posters should be, but hey, I didn't mind, he was just a pal to me. Wednesday was our night, Paddy, me and John B. Sitting up in bells after the EFC. He would laugh and accuse us of causing a fuss, but we didn't mind, because he was just a pal to us. I would kid him on, but he knew that I cared, because I saw that smile behind the beard. And he would push you to be the best you could be, but hey, that's only right, because he was just a pal to me. Thanks, Alan.
And by the way, can you think of anything more ridiculous than a German and a Venezuelan trying to edit Scots? Anyway, they seemed to manage. I was quite good at making the tea. And I saw Alison and Geordie up there. November comes every year, we have the Carrying Stream Festival, and thanks only to Paddy and all the folk who rally round him. And it wouldn't be the same if Alison and Geordie didn't sing on Saturday morning and other times too. So Alison and Geordie, how about a song? Oh, everybody, hello. Oh, it's so nice to be here.
Too much. It's full down confidence. Don't say too much.
Just time will run away. Yeah. Yes, that's right.
So many familiar faces.
This seems appropriate to sing because it encapsulates, in a way, so many of the ideals that Paddy had, as well as his deep love, respect for, and the power that he did in editing and recording the life and legacy of Hamish Henderson.
That's Hamish, isn't it?
Yes.
You're listening, Hamish. Certainly hope Paddy's listening.
And do you want to say something?
No, I don't.
All right.
The women are taking over the whole planet.
The women just moved, John.
It's just no fair, you know what I mean?
And it tells of, written about the scattering of Hamish's ashes on Gullabane, the Wops Mountain.
From Gullabane's bell-headed slope, his dust was scattered to the sky. Particles of song unite with trilling curlew's cry. This mystic hill of youth and age towers o'er the fairy glen, banner bright in the May mornlight, they welcome Hamish home. From Glen Sheet to Sicily, and all the earth
monkeys a sign, cried Seamus more, and let the music flow. A sign to cheer our weary heads, and yin to drive away dull care. Tales of comradeship and hope that we all can share. Robbie Burns and Thomas Paine, Gramsci, Lorca, John MacLean, listen to their clarion call, let peace and freedom reign. All the sacrifices made, do not let them be betrayed. Raise your voices, stand as one. That's the song from Goulabin. From Goulabin's bell-headed slope, his dust was scattered to the sky. Particles of song unite with thrilling curlews cry.
Lo and behold, there was Paddy introducing this very woman, Chris Miles.
I just came to sit at the back. I only have one minute Paddy story that might be a little bit different from many others. There used to be a wee bench seat in Bells where now the wood-burning stove is. Anybody nod in recognition? And I was sitting there one night, Wednesday night, and the folk club emptied, and as usual, Paddy and his caucus came in. I wouldn't know what song Paddy would like me to sing because he never listened to me. See, everybody had to be really quiet in the folk club and then they could talk loudly around the corner from the music session. And it will still happen. But he sat down beside me on the little bench and he said to me very quietly, I've always fantasised about sitting side by side with you on a bench. Don't go there. I was taken back, shall I say, but I thought I'll be gentle. So I gave him a little stroke and I said, well, you see, Paddy, dreams can come true. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure the room's full of singers, and so I'm going to sing something that I'm pretty sure everybody knows, and it would go way back to old people that were around at the very beginning of the folk revival and so on. So I'm sure that it was known in Dublin when Paddy was there, because Luke Kelly sang it, and it's nothing to do with anything about Paddy, except that it's going to get you singing, and that's what he would have wanted. Methinks I see some little craft spreading their sails a-lee, as down the Humber they do glide, bound for the great North Sea. Methinks I see on each small craft a crew with hearts so brave, going down to earn their daily bread upon the restless wave. And it's 70 boys and men were lost from Grimsby town, from Yarmouth down to Scarborough, many hundreds more were drowned. Our herring our trawlers, our fishing smacks as well. They defied that bitter night and battled with the swell. Methinks I see them yet again as they leave the land behind, casting their nets into the sea, the herring shoals to find. Methinks I see them yet again, and all on board's all right, with the decks cleared up and the sails reefed tight, and the side lights burning bright. And it's 70 boys and men were lost from Grimsby town, from Yarmouth down to Scarborough, many hundreds more were drowned. Our herring craft, our trawlers, our fishing smacks as well, they long defied that bitter night and battled with the swell. Methinks I hear the skipper say, "Me lads, we'll shorten sail. The sky to all appearances is like an approaching gale." Methinks I see them yet again, and the midnight hour is past, and the little craft are battling there, all with the icy blast. And it's 70 boys and men were lost from Grimsby town, from Yarmouth down to Scarborough, many hundreds more were drowned. Our herring craft, our trawlers, our fishing smacks as well, they long defied that bitter night and battled with the swell. October's night was such a sight, was never seen before. There were masts and spars and broken yards came drifting into shore. There was many's a heart in sorrow, there was many's a heart so brave. There was many a valiant fisher lad did find a watery grave. And it's 70 boys and men were lost from Grimsby town, from Yarmouth down to Scarborough, many hundreds more were drowned. Our herring craft, our trawlers, our fishing smacks as well, they long defied that bitter night and battled with the swell.
Well, I'd like to start by, I don't know what's happening later, but there's something I want to say which I think Paddy would want me to say. And that's this. I first met Paddy in Tübingen two of Germany, 6 Scottish poets, and I kind of muscled in there as half poet, half singer. And I will never forget meeting Paddy for the first time in 1985 in Tübingen in a pub. And it was a large German pub with a wonderful sunny bay window. And there in the bay window was sitting Paddy and his mentor, Chris Harvey. Now, one of the last conversations I had with Paddy was just about how much Paddy felt he owed to Chris Harvey. And it's possible, maybe fate would have done something else to bring him here eventually. But we have to bear that in mind, and I'm sure Paddy would want me to make that debt that Paddy felt so keenly and so gratefully known to you all. We have to thank Chris Harvey for nurturing that wonderful talent, bringing him here and enabling it to flourish in the way that it did. There was a wee conventicle at the Oak every 2 weeks, and Tom's mentioned it. Maybe 4 or 5 of us. I started coming occasionally about 4 or 5 years ago, and the last couple of years I've been central, coming up as much as I possibly could. Basically Mario Relic, Tom Hubbard, Colin Donati, Eric Wishart, myself, and anybody was welcome to join us. But I think, certainly for me, but I think for all of us, it was a kind of an anchor. That whatever we were getting up to in our individual lives, we could come back and sound off about anything for just a couple of not particularly boozy hours at the Oak. And that's certainly become very important to me. But one thing I know that over the course of the last year, Paddy did, and he put an enormous amount of effort into it, and that was the Nordic Conference, which he organised on the 29th of October. And I can remember Paddy, especially in the last few weeks running up to it, going like this: I've never done anything so difficult as this. This is worse than the Canning String Festival, this is worse than everything. He was bringing together 7 Nordic countries. And it was his way of saying, Brexit, we have other lines of thought, there are other things we can do. Paddy was always the one for taking us off into directions that even we didn't understand, and making it possible for us to feel the spirit and the strength to go and do that. And he did that, along with Leslie Ruddock, who's just had a hip replacement. And knowing that her intimate connection with Paddy, and how important that Nordic movement was to Paddy, she gave me these words to read to you just now. Paddy was the backbone of Nordic Horizons, partly because the Nordic nations unself-consciously act out small is beautiful mantra, which was at the heart of Paddy's politics, and partly because Paddy was a born-again European, someone who revelled in the fabulous spectacle of a cultural difference without worry, disapproval or xenophobia. Maybe only a modern German could have Paddy's passionate love for diversity, and he brought that enthusiasm to our wee steering group. Actually, Paddy was the driving force behind a new book we co-edited, which is to be published in mid-March, Board. It's based on a recent event Nordic Horizons organised with speakers from almost every Nordic nation, which explored the vast array of different relationships with Europe amongst the Nordic nations, a palette from which Scotland might soon pick its own relationship in a post-Brexit scenario. Despite having very little time and no money, Paddy breathed life into this wee book and finished all that last corrections the day before he died. It is now dedicated to him and the peaceful, small northern nations he so admired. Paddy was patient, funny, reliable and imaginative, and incredibly loud when he hit his stride on a subject close to his heart. Our little group without Paddy is desolate and empty. We will never forget him. And that brings me quite nicely to conclude with the last meeting we had at the Oakery last Tuesday, in which we left the seat, the little stool that Paddy used to sit on, vacant. And if anybody would like a wee photograph of the empty stool, I have it on my phone.
Somebody's house, we'd be here till the morning. We'd also have the kettle on and the bottles left and so forth. So we're going to have a bit of a break now, so you might want to just wait your
your throat a bit for the next song. So, a while to... Somebody, is there somebody there with... Yes, it's still open. So if anybody would like to have a wee...
Correct. I was just thinking, looking around, I think John is probably disappeared, gone home, but I must be the oldest and the longest serving member of the Edinburgh Folk Club here tonight. Yeah. And one of the songs that I loved learning, I learned from the Travellers, and it has, of course, I guess, of course, you'll all join in with me. As I walked out of a summer's evening, down by the waters of the silvery honest man. Oh, I lay you down, love, I'll treat you decent. Oh, I'll lay you down, love, and I'll fill your can. Oh, I'll lay you down, love, I'll treat you decent. For surely he was an honest man. I had travelled far, praying but I, and done as far as Edinburgh tune. And it's I mun go and travel further, but when I return, love, I will lay you down. Oh, I lay you down, love, I'll treat you decent. Oh, I'll lay you down, love, and I'll fill your can. Oh, I'll lay you down, love, I'll treat you decent. For surely he was an honest man. Yes, it's I'll return to you, my true love, and I'll take your hand, never mere to go frae you, my true love, nay mere to travel upon foreign strand. And I'll lay you down, love, I'll treat you decent. Oh, I'll lay you down, love, and I'll fill your can. Oh, I'll lay you down, love, I'll treat you decent. For surely he was an honest man. So was Paddy.
We'll fight but what we want to say is thank you so much for doing this evening for us and for Paddy. Well, we were his family in Germany, and for him, or for us, he never was, oh well, sometimes, but very seldom, he was Paddy. For us, he was Eberhard. That was his name in Germany. So here, I think he's got another family, and well, for you all, he was Paddy, and I think how happy he can be to have had two families who can say that, and two families that were so great. And thank you so much for this evening. It was really overwhelming for us. Thank you.